And he's the type of guy, he want everybody to respect him. I told him, I respect you as a fighter, bro. I respect you as a fighter. You are a legend. You beat a lot of great champions. But we're fighting September 14th. There's no respect, bro.
Edgar Berlanga isn't holding back as he hurls insults at Canelo Alvarez, his opponent for the big fight on September 14th. With the showdown just around the corner, the intensity between these two boxing stars is off the charts. It's shaping up to be a battle of pride and power that fans won't want to miss. Berlanga's confidence is evident as he speaks about his approach to the upcoming match. He declared, "You know I'm the type of fighter that comes to fight. We're not going to run, we're going to stay there, we're going to fight. I know what we're facing, so I would like to thank Team Canelo for giving us this opportunity. It's the opportunity of a lifetime to be in his shoes. Like when my coach said he was in my shoes before, coming up in the rankings. So now it's time to get my feet wet and make my mark in the sport of boxing and become a legend." This statement shows that Berlanga is ready for the challenge and respects Canelo's journey. He's motivated to seize this chance to prove himself against one of the sport's best. His determination to stand his ground and fight toe-to-toe with Canelo signals his ambition to rise through the ranks and leave a lasting legacy in boxing. While Berlanga is eager to seize the moment and make his mark, Canelo Alvarez has his own perspective on the upcoming fight. Canelo stated in response to Berlanga, "I'm excited now, very excited. And I'm not talking too much. I like to respect my opponents, but I like to respond when they talk, that's for sure. And this is no exception. I'm going to bring my best on September 14th, and I don't want to have compassion for him this time. This time, I'm going to be different in the ring. Like I say to him in Spanish, he needs 20 like him to give me a little problem. So, September 14th, you're going to see something different, believe me." Canelo's words reveal a sense of controlled confidence and readiness. He emphasizes the importance of respect, but makes it clear he won't shy away from a challenge. As he prepares for this bout, Canelo is determined to show a different side of himself in the ring, ensuring that this fight will be unforgettable for both fighters and fans alike. At the press conference, Edgar Berlanga made it clear why he believes he's different from the previous fighters Canelo has faced. Edgar stated about Canelo's previous fights, "He fought everybody, He fought Floyd, he fought Triple G. He's seen it all. He's seen size, he's seen short, he's seen speed. But what makes the difference about this fight is not about physicality. It's about IQ and intelligence in that ring, and that's what's going to make the difference on September 14th. Berlanga emphasizes that his approach isn't just about matching Canelo in strength or speed. It's about outsmarting him. By focusing on his strategic thinking and ring intelligence, Berlanga aims to bring something new and challenging for Canelo, hoping to surprise both the champion and the fans with a thoughtful and calculated fight plan. This mental edge, Berlanga suggests, will be crucial in setting this match apart from Canelo's previous battles. Building on his emphasis on intelligence over raw power, Edgar Berlanga continued to outline what sets him apart from Canelo's previous opponents.
You can have all the power in the world, you could do what you do, but at this level is intelligence and IQ. And we're not gonna end up like that over there. I got knocked out.
Berlanga points out that while physical strength is important, it's not the sole determinant of success at the highest levels of boxing. He's referencing Caleb Plant, one of Canelo's past opponents, to highlight how critical it is to bring more than just power to the fight. By stressing the importance of mental acuity and tactical prowess, Berlanga aims to demonstrate that he's prepared to face Canelo with a well-rounded game plan and ready to avoid the pitfalls that befall others.
You don't have an IQ, better IQ than me.
Okay, you're gonna see. You're gonna see.
You will
September
see.
14th. You're gonna
You
see.
think you have more IQ than Floyd Mayweather, than Miguel Cotto,
You're gonna see.
than
You're gonna
Lara,
see.
than
You're gonna see.
Come on,
You're gonna
bro.
see. You're gonna see.
You're
gonna see.
nothing.
I know. You're gonna see.
Take it easy.
I know. I'm gonna f you up.
Take it easy. Take it easy and wait because your turn is coming.
Edgar Berlanga didn't shy away from addressing the fight's cultural and historical significance, drawing on the rich boxing heritage of both his and Canelo's backgrounds. Edgar stated, "I'm Puerto Rican, he's Mexican, and you know how that shit goes." By highlighting the Puerto Rican and Mexican rivalry, Berlanga adds another layer of intensity to the upcoming bout. This deep-rooted rivalry in the sport brings both fighters a sense of pride and responsibility as they represent their countries on a global stage. Berlanga's acknowledgement of this rivalry aims to ignite the passion of fans on both sides. It sets the stage for a fight that's not just about two individuals, but about the legacies of two boxing powerhouses.
Every
You don't
Puerto
gonna
Rican,
do
every
anything.
Puerto Rican
You
makes
don't
me
gonna
stay.
do anything. You don't gonna do nothing.
Knock you the f out.
You just gonna make me laugh.
His reply, "You're just going to make me laugh," reflects Canelo's self-assuredness and experience handling such pre-fight banter. This remark signals Canelo's calm confidence and suggests that Berlanga's comments are more amusing than threatening, further heightening the anticipation for how both fighters will translate their words into action in the ring. As the press conference heated up, Edgar Berlanga made a bold proclamation, leaving no doubt about his intentions for the fight. He shouted, "We're going to knock you the out. Watch my words."
Watch my word.
Okay.
Shut the
I wanna
Shut up.
see that. I wanna see that.
Shut up. When I talk, shut
Get
up.
up.
This forceful command underscored Berlanga's resolve to stand his ground and demand the limelight. He aimed to unsettle his opponent and establish himself as a formidable contender in the build-up to their high-stakes bout.
When I talk,
And then
shut up.
what are you gonna do?
And then,
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
all right.
What you gonna do?
Edgar Berlanga made a provocative statement following a tense exchange and a face-to-face confrontation at the press conference. His comment, "I don't want to you right now because your money is gone," was intended to emphasize his readiness and seriousness of intent. Berlanga's words were meant to intensify the rivalry and underscore his determination to fight Canelo on his terms, adding a personal and financial dimension to their brewing conflict.
You think I'm scared of you? You think I'm scared of you? You think I'm scared of you? You need 20 like you.
Reflecting on the press conference, Edgar Berlanga expressed his frustration with Canelo Alvarez's demeanor during their interaction. Canelo said in an interview, "But then I looked at the press conference and I didn't like how he was just smiling in my face at one point, kept smiling, and I take that as disrespect, as if he's overlooking me or thinking I'm like a piece of cake." Berlanga's comments reveal that he perceived Canelo's repeated smiling as a sign of disrespect and condescension. He felt that Canelo was not taking him seriously, which fueled Berlanga's determination to prove himself and challenge the champion's attitude leading up to their fight. Edgar Berlanga clarified the reason behind his perceived disrespect towards Canelo Alvarez.
And he's the type of guy, he want everybody to respect him. I told him, I respect you as a fighter, bro. I respect you as a fighter. You are a legend. You beat a lot of great champions. But we're fighting September 14th. There's no respect, bro.
Berlanga's statement underscores that while he acknowledges Canelo's accomplishments and status in boxing, the upcoming fight is about competition and rivalry. He emphasizes that the respect he has for Canelo's career does not extend to their personal clash, where the focus will solely be on winning. Edgar Berlanga made it clear why he doesn't feel the need to show respect to Canelo Alvarez before their fight. He stated, "I'm Puerto Rican. I'm from New York. We don't give respect to nobody, bro, especially if you're my enemy. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in having to fight somebody and making him my friend or having respect. Respect is due after the fight." Berlanga's comments reflect his cultural background and personal stance on pre-fight interactions. He emphasizes that, for him, respect is earned through the battle itself, not given beforehand. This mindset highlights his focus on the fight rather than on forming any personal connections with his opponent. He continued, addressing Canelo directly by saying, "But right now, you're trying to take my head off, bro. He's trying to take my head off, he said it. Oh, now you've been wanting to take my head off? You think I'm stupid? You think because I'm going to shake your hand and be a good gentleman that I'm not gonna? No, bro. It's the art of war. We're in war mode." Berlanga's follow-up underscores his readiness for a fierce and aggressive fight, rejecting any notion of camaraderie before their bout. His words convey that he's fully immersed in the competitive aspect of the fight and is prepared to confront Canelo with all the intensity of a true battle.
It's kill or be killed, bro. At the end of the day, that night I could lose my life, bro. So, I look at that as every fight I fight in there. Every time I step in the ring, either sparring, whether sparring in the gym or training, or fighting in a fight with 10-ounce gloves, no headgear.
You know, you mentioned a lot of that emotion is coming from what you just explained. Is there anything else where all that stuff is coming from? Or is there anything like from the past or anything that you read into it? Or is it just simply from the last 2 days and just how Canelo has reacted towards you?
Yeah, because, you know, he's the star of the event and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I know he don't like me because I'm a star myself, bro. Like, I don't need him. Like, where he's at, I could get there. You get what I'm saying? Like, I could make that same route. A lot of these guys at 168 can make that same route he did. You get what I'm saying? Benavidez can make that same route, that superstar status the way he is.
Edgar Berlanga discussed the dynamics of the upcoming fight and expressed his views on Canelo Alvarez's status and their rivalry. Edgar stated, "You know he's the star of the event. You know what I'm saying? But I know he don't like me, cause I'm a star myself, bro. Like I don't need him. Like where he's at, I could get there. I can make that same route. A lot of these guys at 168 can make that same route he did. Berlanga acknowledges Canelo's prominence in the boxing world, but makes it clear that he sees himself as a rising star with the potential to reach similar heights. His comments reflect his confidence in his abilities and his belief that he can succeed on his own terms. Berlanga's statement is a declaration of his ambition and independence, positioning himself as a serious competitor in the super middleweight division.
My IQ and my intelligence. And he said it. Oh, what do you think? You have the IQ of Floyd Mayweather? You think you have the IQ? He said that, and I said,
During a heated moment, Edgar Berlanga insulted Canelo Alvarez, highlighting his frustration with the champion's attitude. Berlanga's imitation was intended to belittle Canelo and emphasize his disdain for how the champion presented himself leading up to their fight. Edgar Berlanga addressed the challenge of facing Canelo Alvarez, acknowledging his opponent's legendary status but also expressing his own strategy and confidence. Berlanga added, "He's a legend, he's been in there with so many. I know I gotta set it up, I gotta do it the right way. But he's a clown, so you gotta let him think that. Let him think what he was saying on stage is cool, but he's going to see September 14th. Berlanga's statement reveals his respect for Canelo's accomplishments, while also dismissing his rival's confidence as mere showmanship. Berlanga is focused on his own preparation and strategy, signaling that he is ready to prove himself in the ring and disrupt Canelo's expectations on fight night. Edgar Berlanga outlined his approach to the upcoming fight by emphasizing the importance of having a well-thought-out strategy.
And I'm following the game plan. And I'm putting all my focus on that man that's across from me.
Berlanga's statement highlights his commitment to preparation and tactical execution. He is determined to stick to his strategy and adapt to Canelo Alvarez's style during the fight. This focus on a clear game plan underscores Berlanga's seriousness about his preparation and his intention to effectively counter Canelo's strengths while making the most of his own opportunities in the ring. Edgar Berlanga addressed Canelo Alvarez's expectations and his own approach to the fight with a sense of defiance. He said, "I sound like I'm comfortable, and he don't like that because he wants people to respect him. He wants to be a dude. No, bro, it's my..." Berlanga's comment reflects his confidence and readiness to challenge Canelo's dominance. He suggests that he's not concerned about Canelo's desire for respect and recognition. Instead, Berlanga is focused on asserting his presence and making a statement in the fight, emphasizing that he's prepared to take control and make the bout his own. As Edgar Berlanga continues to assert his strategy, he explains how he plans to capitalize on Canelo Alvarez's potential mistakes in the ring.
Yeah, if he try to open up or some shit, with them wide-ass hooks that he be throwing, or those sneaky uppercuts, or try to go to anything, I'ma counter him. I'ma counter him bad.
Berlanga's strategy involves taking advantage of any openings Canelo might create by being overly aggressive or unpredictable. He's prepared to respond swiftly and effectively to Canelo's attacks, underscoring his confidence in his own defensive skills and counterattacking abilities. Edgar Berlanga addressed concerns about his punching power and how Canelo Alvarez might perceive it.
He think I don't punch that hard. And I'm telling you, he said, "Oh, I know. The difference with me, I know you could punch. So, I'm buying down on my. I know you could punch. I know you got a little hammer on you. You probably got a little 9 on you. It's cool. I got the Draco and the Glock right here for you."
Berlanga indicated his awareness that Canelo might underestimate his power. He reassures that he can deliver strong punches and uses a metaphor to convey his readiness to deliver powerful and effective counterattacks. This underscores Berlanga's confidence in his strength and his readiness to prove his punching ability in the fight.
With champions, and I was still knocking them out in the first round. You get what I'm saying? So my power is real, but he's overlooking it. It's cool. Keep overlooking it, because when I touch him, he's gonna circle back to today, to New York, when everything I was telling him.
Berlanga highlighted his belief that Canelo is underestimating his strength. He confidently asserts that Canelo will come to realize the true extent of his power once they're in the ring, reinforcing Berlanga's determination to prove himself and validate his capabilities.
Me being myself, I'm not trying to be somebody else, you know what I'm saying? You know how guys try to fake the funk, then they go fight and they tuck their tail and boom, they get hit with a shot and they take a knee. Nah, it's not that type of rodeo. This is something different.
Edgar Berlanga emphasized his authenticity and dedication to his approach.
I don't know what the type of mentality is that. That's a dumb mother.
Edgar Berlanga expressed his frustration and challenge to Canelo Alvarez, questioning the authenticity of his legendary status. Berlanga pointed out, "I don't respect you. You're supposed to be a legend, bro. And you're supposed to be a Mexican warrior. You're supposed to be this guy who can punch. We don't think like that. If you're that type of dude, you don't think like that. That's how I know you got cracks in your whole bro, got cracks in your whole big cracks, and you soft deep down inside in that little heart." Berlanga's remarks challenge Canelo's reputation and toughness, suggesting that if Canelo were truly as formidable as his legend suggests, he wouldn't be vulnerable. Berlanga is determined to expose what he perceives as weaknesses and is confident that he can reveal cracks in Canelo's armor, both physically and emotionally, as they prepare to face off. Before dropping a bombshell that would shake the boxing world, Edgar Berlanga set the stage with intense emotion and raw honesty. As the hype for the fight reached fever pitch, Berlanga didn't hold back his disdain for Canelo Alvarez. Edgar bluntly said in an interview, "I'm like, yo bro, you just made yourself look like the biggest in boxing, like for real." This scorching remark came after Berlanga had been simmering with frustration over Canelo's perceived arrogance and lack of respect towards him. Berlanga felt that Canelo's actions and words had revealed a vulnerability that contradicted his legendary status. By calling Canelo out so bluntly, Berlanga aimed to not only undermine Canelo's confidence, but also to assert his own dominance and readiness to capitalize on any perceived weakness. Edgar Berlanga didn't hold back in his critique of Celeb Planet and their handling of the press conference. His frustration was evident as he described the situation and his feelings about it. He said about Celeb, "He's a hater. He's soft too. He stood up in the press conference thinking he's tough because he had a Mexican dude there with him, probably his bodyguard. He thinks he's tough, but he's not tough. He thinks he's tough in Vegas and lucky ass would have smacked the expletive out of him." Berlanga expressed his regret for not having taken more decisive action at the press conference. He felt the situation could have been handled differently if he had prepared for the confrontation. Edgar also stated, "I should have smacked the expletive out of him. I should have pulled his beard and smacked him, cause I swear to God I would have done it. But it just came. You know what the problem was? It happened so quick I didn't expect that. It just hit me like, oh, expletive. But if I would have seen that coming from a mile away, like something like today or something like that, we would have already had a little confrontation. I would have smacked the expletive out of him 100%, smacked him." Berlanga's comments highlight his discontent with managing the press conference and his desire to assert himself more forcefully if given the opportunity. In a candid moment, Edgar Berlanga discussed the tough and gritty background of his support team, which he believes shapes his own mindset and approach to the fight. He stated, "It sounds crazy, right? I got felons on my team, bro, like ex-felons, you know, and guys that did a lot of years in prison. So I got that mentality like I'm a killer, bro." Berlanga's statement reveals the intense and resilient mindset he attributes to his team, which he feels contributes to his own fighting spirit. By surrounding himself with individuals who have faced significant hardships, Berlanga underscores the tough mentality and determination that drive him in the ring. This background not only fuels his confidence, but also adds a layer of psychological toughness that he believes sets him apart from his competitors. As the anticipation for the fight between Edgar Berlanga and Canelo Alvarez reaches a boiling point, Berlanga has pulled no punches in expressing his disdain and determination. From his fiery critiques of Canelo's perceived arrogance to his bold proclamation of his own readiness, Berlanga has made it clear that he's coming to the ring with a chip on his shoulder and a point to prove. His intense remarks have stirred the pot and set the stage for an electrifying showdown. Berlanga's comments reflect his belief that he's not just another challenger, but someone ready to disrupt Canelo's legacy and claim his own place in the boxing world. The fight promises to be more than just a clash of titans. It's shaping up to be a battle of wills and a test of true grit. So, fight fans, how do you see this high-stakes clash playing out? Will Edgar Berlanga's confidence and bravado be enough to topple the legendary Canelo Alvarez? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's continue the conversation.